Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Lifestyle Aesthetics, where we teach you how to level up progressively over time. So, today we're going to talk about how it is that I grew my arms. So, there's different ways that I've done it, alternating between bicep curls, hammer curls, but definitely keeping a few things consistent. Of course, you need to remember that triceps takes away 2/3 of the arm mass, so that's what you want to focus on. So, one way I grew my biceps is by doing incline bicep curls on the bench. And then recently, what I started doing was reverse grip bicep curls. This is going to work at the brachialis and forearm. You want to make sure that you don't neglect the forearm at all because the forearm is going to balance out the look you have in your arms, right? You don't want to have your upper arm being bigger than your forearms, right? And essentially, that's what happened to me. But of course, you can always correct some of those mistakes and implementing bits and pieces into your workout so that way you're able to grow out your arms. We could also do preacher curls in the machine. So you either have the weights where you use the pin or you insert the plates on the machine itself. But remember that you're always supersetting your bicep curls with reverse grip curls so that way you're able to grow out your biceps on the forearms. And of course, little side note, that I've done a video last week where I explained that weighted pull-ups have increased the size of my biceps and my forearms a lot, and doing weighted dips also increased the size of my triceps, right? But yeah, that's pretty much what you would do with the reverse grip um, barbell barbell curls. I'm going to implement some dumbbell curls as well, and then yeah, so that's one way I do it. And then I alternate. So every other upper body day, I switch from regular bicep curls to hammer curls. You could also do your bicep curls in machine as well, but I like to use the cable machine for the ropes. So I've found it that this works out a lot of my other side of my biceps. And as you see, supersetting it with the barbell curl reverse grip. So hammer curls is the way to go. You want to alternate between hammer curls and bicep curls. So hammer curls with the rope on the machine, pretty good. You definitely feel that burn. Definitely gonna feel that width grow on your biceps. Could also do them standing. Um, so standing bicep curls. Also, you could do them. Do hammer curls or bicep curls, but again, you want to reverse grip barbell doing that superset. The trick to do this properly is that you want to make sure that your shoulders and elbows are locked in place, that you're reaching failure, doing partials if you have to, right? So right here with this weight, I'm doing my best to keep my shoulders and elbows locked in place. And also do not go fast. Take your time. Hold that at the top for 1 or 2 seconds and then slowly let them go down. And then just spam out as much as you can for the failure. Do partials if you have to. Right? So this part right here, we are doing one at a time. So you want to progress to doing them a little bit heavier. You don't have to go too heavy, but just enough to where you're actually building strength. And this is going to carry over to doing pulling work. Any back movement you do, you're always going to engage your biceps. So doing this with the one hand at a time with the heavier dumbbells going to help you increase your pulling strength. So I like to alternate, and then from there, doing barbell curls, always reverse grip. I want to experiment to the point where I'm doing the reverse curls first, and then doing the bicep curls or the hammer curls. So you could see I'm holding it at the top and going slow, and just doing it until failure. If you have the lightest weight of dumbbells, you could do them 2 hands at each time, holding it at the top as you see, then try to let it go slowly and being able to control the weight. So I'm doing this with 35 pounds and then supersetting that with this. So the hammer curls gonna help you just a little bit more, just slightly more to build on your forearms. But this movement right here definitely is gonna build up the forearms. So supersetting them is like what I would do to grow my forearms and my biceps. So now moving on to triceps. So it depends on how you are with how your body mechanics work, but I feel like for me personally, skull crushers and the rope pull downs help me grow out my triceps a lot, and I feel sore the next day. So you see right here on the bench, flat. I don't like to do it on incline because I feel like it puts too much stress on my joints. So I'm trying to protect my body as I get older. So skull crushers, what I like to do is a drop set. So do a heavier set first, reach failure, and then I drop 10 pounds, and then I do the same movement again. So this is good because I feel like I get sore when I do the tricep movements. Um, and the way I put my hand is that I put it towards the beginning part of the groove, so that way I'm able to get the full extension without being too far stretched out when I do my triceps. So this is on the straight bar. I want to be mindful that you want to have your hands closer to the bar, but not too close, right? So same thing here. My hand position is close to the groove, pushing it down with a heavier set, making sure my elbows and shoulders stay locked in place. And then from here, I do a drop set, 10, 20 pounds less, and then doing overhead extension, leaning my body forward so that way the ball does not hit my head and I don't injure myself. So let's just step a little bit forward so that way I get the full contraction, and then doing it until I can't do any more reps. The tricep extension machine is also good, and because it's a pin style of weighted stack, I like to do a drop set. So heavy set first, again, elbows and shoulders locked in place. And then after I do my heavy set, I drop the weight 10 to 20 pounds, sometimes even 30 pounds. And just because it's lighter weight doesn't mean you're doing it fast. You want to do nice, slow, and controlled when you do your movements. So pushing it straight down up until you can, and then you just do partials. Then moving on after the tricep extensions, we're gonna do with the V grip. So I like to do different handles, so that way I target all of my heads of the tricep. So same idea, you go heavy here. Because it's the cable machine, you do the overhead tricep extension, trying to make sure that you do these properly, slow and controlled. Do not rush these movements because you might hurt yourself. Do not put too much weight until you know you're able to control it with perfect form, because perfect form is going to help you build the muscle completely and correctly, right? As you see, my arms are filling out the sleeves, right? So that's what you want to have: strong biceps, strong triceps, and forearms to complete the look. All right, go ahead and like and subscribe to the video. Check me out on TikTok and Instagram for more workout edits, motivation. Catch you in the next video.